down to other people's level, or yeah, like always know your standard, your level, and stay there. Do not go down to accommodate an argument. Do not go up to now seem all eloquent for the president. Do you know what I mean? Set your standards, know your level, and stick by that.
Cutting away at the weeds in our behaviors and actions, and watering our good habits and good behaviors so that we may grow, become, and blossom. Welcome and enjoy.
Hello guys, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. My name is Untombi Zekethelo Dlamini, Intombi Yomzulu, and I am delighted and excited to be here and recording this video for you guys and myself as well. I need this. But yeah, I'm always so excited and happy to record, and yeah man, like I really love doing this guys. I'm feeling talk. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Today's video is about how to make the changes that you need to make in order to end the year off strong. So we are in the second half of the year. This is the 1st of July, and so how can we improve ourselves, improve our habits so that we can end off the year strong or have a better second half of the year, for example. So the first thing I would like to start with is a quote that I found in a video that I watched this morning. No, actually it was an advert on a video that I watched. The same level of thinking that caused the problem won't solve the problem. Diamonds, right? So, for example, I had a drinking problem in my past life, and the level of thinking that I was in that space and time is not the same level of thinking that I needed to be at to be able to get out of that problem. So we obviously need to shift our mindset and shift the way in which we think, right? So I'm gonna go into the very first point, and that will be to be at peace, right? Be at peace with yourself, be at peace with your life, be at peace with just everything. Being at peace does not necessarily mean being comfortable, but being at peace is being content and not having stress or not having like inner turmoil about the circumstances of your life or other people, etc. And I would like to say that for you to have more peace, I wouldn't say don't interact or engage with people, but don't allow them to have too much of an impact on you as a person, right? So don't let every little thing affect your psyche, right? So be at peace, number one. Number two, have a plan, Charlotte. Have a plan, and your plan needs to be written. You know why? Because if you have your plan and it's in your mind, then it's just a thought. No, you are just thinking about it. It's not a plan. So you're gonna have to write your plan down, your strategy down, so that you can actually ascertain it and have something to look back on. And I feel like as soon as you write things down, it makes all the difference. Trust me, right? And then work on yourself. Cut away your distractions and feed your focus, right? No, man. Sorry. I should have read the points. Working on yourself, cutting out the excuses and believing in yourself. Work on your discipline, work on your consistency, right? Cut out the excuses, Charlotte. It's been 4 years. This is year number 5. And you've been starting gym in January. You, Smangele and Nomalanga, you've been starting gym in January for 4 years. Which January exactly? Maybe you should start attaching a year there. Kubane, because wowza. And then also, cut out the excuses, believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. And if you don't believe in yourself and believe that the thing that you want to be or the things that you want to do will come into fruition, it won't happen. You won't attract it to you. Do you get what I mean? Like, I experienced this with the weight loss journey that I've been on this year. Like, I knew way before I was even able to start working on my body that I was gonna start working on my body and actually lose the weight. I had no doubts. No one could sit me down and say, you know what, I can tell that you are excited, but it's not gonna work. I knew it's gonna work. You can't talk me out of it working. Do you know what I mean? Believe in yourself always. Believe in yourself. Like, if you don't have the belief, what's going to wake you up tomorrow? For example, I'm here making this video or making all these videos because deep down I believe that my channel is gonna grow and I'm gonna touch many lives. But if I don't believe that the channel is gonna grow and that the channel is gonna make, you know, life-changing experiences for people, for example, what's gonna cause me to record tomorrow or next week? Do you know what I mean? So that belief also drives you, it fuels you. Do you know what I mean? And then point number 4, I think, point 4, set goals and writing things down, right? It's like a contract with yourself. Okay, set your goals and write them down, right? It will help you so much. And I know this sounds like the other points, but here, the points I'm trying to make is that even in your goal setting, write those things down. Have a clear understanding of what is required of you to acquire those goals or to achieve those goals, right? So say, for example, you get paid per hour, but at the end of the month, you want to have 20,000 rand, right? You need to ascertain, okay, I need 20,000 at the end of every month, granted. But also, I work, say for example, 8 hours a day, right? So if the 8 hours a day is standard, that means you need to figure out, okay, in an hour I make 10 rand. If I work 8 hours a day, then by the end of the day I've made 80 rand. And then multiply that by, say you have 30 work days, or say you have 20 work days, you know, depending on whether or not you work on weekends. That way you'll be able to say, calculate, and you'll realize, oh no, I'm only ending at 15,000, but I need to get 20,000. So then now you can go back to the drawing board and say, okay, maybe I should charge 20 rands per hour or 30 rands per hour in order for me to reach the desired outcome, right? But that's just obviously an example at al. Is it at al where ceteris paribus, where we say, we assume that everything else is just standard and nothing will affect that, right? Okay, cool. Point number 5 is feed your focus, starve your distractions and things that cripple you, right? So, for example, say you are planning to improve your relationship with God in the second half of the year, right? You ought to feed that focus. You focused on that, so feed the focus. Do you know what I mean? How do you improve your spiritual relationship with God? You read your scriptures, you reading scripture, you pray, you fast, and so on and so forth. But like I said initially, in your planning there needs to be a structure, right? So my example is, guys, please hold on, because I'm paging to my plan that I have for my spiritual growth to show you. Should I use spiritual growth? No, I'll use spiritual growth. So for example, here I have spiritually, I'll pray twice a day. I even have on your knees vibes. Read twice a day, program, devotion, XN, then Bible studying in the evening. Fast monthly, at least 4 times a week. Listen to a sermon, right? And then praise and worship every now and again. Do you know what I mean? So this way I'm able to understand and to see how I can feed that focus. And in so doing, I can also starve my distractions. So if something happens, let's say my evening routine starts at 7 p.m. and I have to bath and eat and do all those things, and I know that by 8 p.m. I have to start reading, like I wrote down, I have to start praying, worshiping, or whatever I have for that day. If something comes or someone comes and says, hey, can we have a phone call at 7:30? I can't. I'm booked. I have to eat so I can start my prayer routine at 8. But now, if you don't have a clear plan, you don't know what's coming and going, whether you are up, you are down. If someone says, let's talk at 7:30, you agree. Then you talk until 8:30. Then by 8:30, it's still time enough, but now you're gonna have less time for your prayer and stuff because now you have to sleep at 9:30. Do you know what I mean? So feed your focus and starve your distractions, right? And then also starve the things that cripple you. Kunezinto that make it impossible for you, right? For example, I find that like, I don't want to use this example, but I'll just use it. I find that when I've enjoyed a joint, right, I become so sleepy, ne? So I can't read and write and do all of those things into completion when I've enjoyed a joint, you know. So I can't now allow myself every night before, let's say at 7:45 I'm enjoying a joint. That doesn't make sense for me because I know I won't be able to write because I'll be sleepy. Do you know what I mean? That is something that cripples me or makes it impossible for me to fulfill my goal or to fulfill the task that I have to make, that I have to do. And I'm trying my best not to record in so much Zulu because I feel like when I speak Zulu I become so comfortable. My previous video was entirely Zulu, so yeah. Anyway, okay, so starve your distractions and things that cripple you. And then the last point is set your standards and never stoop down to other people's level. Charlotte, do you get me? Never stoop down to other people's level, or like always know your standard, your level, and stay there. Do not go down to accommodate an argument. Do not go up to now seem all eloquent for the president. Do you know what I mean? Set your standards, know your level, and stick by that. You are able to manage yourself here. If you are going up, what if you can't manage yourself there? If you are going down, what if you can't manage yourself there? Because it's not your level. I will make a good example. And this is primarily like with people that are around us, that affect us and stuff like that. Like if a dog were to come into your sight, for example, right? Here's a dog, it's running towards you, and then it barks at you. What do you do? Do you run? Do you bark back at the dog? Or maybe do you just stand there? Or whatever, you know? I know that running is a possibility because you're a human being and you're scared of a dog. I know that standing there because you're fearless, or that's how you respond to fear, you know? But I know you're not going to bark. Or even yourself, if you see a dog and you say, hello doggy, how are you doggy? The doggy might bark at you. The doggy might walk past you. The doggy might look back at you. But the dog is not going to say, hello Charlotte, how are you doing today? You know why? Because the dog is a dog and the human is a human. Even with the previous one, the dog is the dog. It will bark and you are a human. You will talk. Do you get what I mean? So you can't continue to stoop down to other people's level, or, you know, and it's not even stooping up, or it's not even a down thing, but it's understanding your standard and who you are and knowing the frame from which you are moving, you know? Yeah, I wish there was I'm trying to think of another way to explain this. Like a lady, a woman of stature. A woman of stature, a lady, is a lady when she is in church, when she is in the club, when she is in the restaurant, ne? But someone who is not, you will not find the lady acting out of place or screaming now and acting wild. Why? Because the lady is a lady. Do you get what I mean? So if you want to be a lady, then just be a lady and don't allow other people or certain situations to affect who you are or who you aspire to be. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to close off with that was the last point, by the way. I'm going to close off with the quote that I opened with to remind you. The same level of thinking that started the problem is not the same level of thinking that will solve the problem. So I hope that you guys have gained some insights, some understanding from things that I've shared with you today. I hope that you're going to get up and start doing the work on yourself. So that at the end of the year, you are not experiencing what you experienced last year, December. You know, I went through the same December 5 times, I think. And every year, I would be sitting outside my home thinking about, wow, it's December now. I got nothing to show for 2020. It's December now. I got nothing to show for 2021. And also at 2021, it doesn't feel the same. It's worse because now it's 2021, 2020, nothing to show. In 2022, oh my lord, 2020, 2021, 2022, nothing to show. And it is so easy to be in this constant cycle of not working on yourself, of not improving yourself, of not going after your goals. So I hope that after this video, after watching this video, you will be inspired to sort after your dreams, your dream self, your aspirations, your goals for the year. How many books are you reading this year, Charlotte? For example, I went through the first half of the year, I knew that I want to read more. Every plan that I made, I knew was okay. I'm gonna read. I have to read books. I want to be that person. I only finished one book in the first half of the year, and it wasn't even that long, guys. Ne? But now my plan is a bit more different. I know that twice a week I have to read, and by the end of the year I should have read 4 books. Do you know what I mean? So have your plan, have your structures in place that assist you and help you to go after or to remain consistent in working on yourself. I hope that I've been able to provide clarity. I hope that I've been able to reach you or to make it more understandable for you, you know, with the examples that I make. I hope that you enjoy the video. Please watch my video about being an alcoholic, because there I also share some tips on working on yourself, and another video that I made about unemployment. There I also share other tips about working on yourself, because honestly, the biggest investment you can make is in yourself. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.